to the One for Them podcast. This is episode 5. Ooh, little rhyme there. Yeah, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. For those of you that haven't, go subscribe to the YouTube. If you're watching it on YouTube, leave a like, comment. If you're watching us live on stereo, hit us up with the reactions, little claps. All of that gets us up in the leaderboards. Throughout the show, while you're listening, if you've got anything to say, send in your voice recordings. You've got any questions for us, anything, hit us up. As you can see in the title, today's the body count episode, so God knows where this is going to lead to. This was my idea, so if it goes left, it ain't on me, innit? But I'm sure it'll be good still. But what are you saying,
I'm throwing
cuz?
in the disclaimer. I'm good, man.
Little quick disclaimer on him. So,
quick disclaimer.
if you're listening for the first time, we'd like to start the shows with a scenario of the week. Some of them go in bare details, and some of them are just a quick thing. Today's just gonna be a quick thing, so it's my turn this week. So, basically, this one might strike a little close to home to some people. I think it's one of them where the answers are definitely going to be different. I think the answers are always different for different people, but this one's more like proper about like, how your life's been in it, like stuff that's happened in your life. So basically, let's say once again, man with a briefcase approaches you in the street, yeah, and basically just says to you, so you've got in this briefcase next to me. I don't want to go too high because I feel like when you've got to go too high with the money, it makes it easy, innit? So I'm gonna go. Let's say 100,000. I'm not going mils. So he's got 100,000 in the briefcase, yeah. But he says to you can get this money, or you can bring back a loved one that's like passed away in it. What's your thought process, and then what decision you're making?
Boy, so what? I can get 100K, yeah, or bring back a loved one. That's what he says to me, just like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking now. As soon as you said that, you know what? I thought of Harry Potter. You know the Horcruxes. You know about them things there.
I'm not gonna lie, Harry Potter thing's not my thing. You know, I'm not even a fan. Don't even like. I know that's what he's collecting at the end, innit? That's what he's trying to get. But I don't know the ins and outs of it.
Well, I'll do a quick brief. So there's like 3 Deathly Hallows in it. One is I think some cloak of invisibility. One is the elder ones, yeah, the most Dumbledore's ones, yeah, the most powerful one, yeah. Like it's like having the baddest gang in the world. And then the third one is it's the certain revival stone or something in it. But it turns out, fam, that the revival stone, it just shows like a hologram of your family. They don't even come back. So every man's chasing this thing, thinking like, it can bring back a loved one. Fam, it's just a hologram, bro.
No, that's deep. That's deep. So when they're risking their life to get that, and then that's what they get. No, I can't.
That's what they get, a hologram, fam. So I'm gonna think to myself, he's saying bring back a loved one. Bringing them back in what way? Am I gonna see them on TV?
They're back. They're back. They're here. They're about. You can go. You can phone them. You can go to the house. You get me? Go kick ball with them.
And then
do whatever. They're back. Ain't no hologram thing.
No hologram. Because then I'm thinking, what's the point if you're bringing back a loved one and then they're just in the condition what made them pass away anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're back.
When are they
coming
back?
Kicking alive, good, heart strong, bro. That's how it is.
Any loved one, I can pick anyone, or is there a random?
You can pick anyone. Pick anyone. You can pick a loved one.
100K.
Or 100K.
Yeah. Some Jon Snow business, fam.
Trust me. See, I get them references there.
Oh, 100K or bring him back. Nah, man, because you know what the thing is? Well, that's like some devil business, fam. Bring it some voodoo, fam. That's some serious thing. You get me? I ain't gonna lie, you get me? Like, nah, man, that's some dark magic, fam. You get me? You bring him back.
Your head takes the question to a next place.
But come on, fam. What kind of witchcraft is that, fam? You can bring your man back to life, fam.
I'm not sure about the methods. Nah, fuck it.
Yeah, the methods, fam. Some dark magic, fam. You know what? Yeah, I ain't gonna tamper with them kind of things. I wouldn't even mess with that, man. I would take the 100K. I ain't gonna lie. Because I don't. It's just the fact. It's not like I would rather. If you ask me, I'd rather have the loved one back over the money, of course. But it's just the method. I just don't agree with it morally. Like I just because it's not possible. So just the mere fact that he's doing something that's not possible.
Could be. So it doesn't have to be devil. It could be like divine intervention. You get me? God's involved, not the devil, bro. Could be one of them
still
things.
Don't know
I'm not gonna lie
it's
though.
a bit fishy.
I'm taking the beaters, but like I said, it's one of them where it's more personal to what's happened to you in your life. And I've lost people in my family, but I wouldn't say I've lost anyone that's like proper, you know, like that you see every day. You know, like the them ones, sort of ones.
Yeah.
I feel I don't, from what I can think anyway, I don't feel like I have personally. So I feel like that's why I would take it. That's why, I'm leaning towards the money. But the way that you said devil thing, that's a shout still though. Really, and that's some judge.
Because I'd rather bring someone back, but it's just straight up as I said before. I just can't get with that method, fam. Like people have to rest in peace for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like
That
you
too,
need to leave
yeah.
rest, fam. So for you waking them up from the thing when their time's gone, I just don't agree with that. Like I don't. Unless God Himself come down and posed it to me and said it was all right. You
Come
get
to
me? I'd
you
have
in
to
a
get
dream.
like, come to me and say, yeah, it's all right to bring them back. Other than that, I'm not even trying to mess with nothing like that. And then next thing you know, I feel like you do them kind of things, and then someone else in your family dies, and then the man will be like, a life for a life. You know them ones. You know that kind of stupidness.
Yeah.
All them things there, man. Or something's happening. I wouldn't trust it still. So I just take the 100K to be safe.
I thought with it still. Pure heart and them things there, innit? You ain't trying to get crossing. Did you see the thing with that what's his name? The guy that sings Old Town Road? And he released them devil trainers.
Oh yeah, Lil Nas.
Yeah. They were moving mad and he's twerking on the devil in the video. Though I'm not even religious like that, do you get me? But like obviously family's religious and mum and Chrissy and mum's got Bibles in the house and like I'm not necessarily religious, but when it comes to the devil, nah, I'm not involved, bro. Not involved. Don't want anything to do with that at all.
Them kind of energies, innit?
Man's twerking on the devil. What type of fuckers is that, bro?
Did you see that thing where it said, Lord, we said Lil Nas X, not DMX?
Oh, wow. I don't even see that. No, that's mad. That is mad.
It says, Lord, we said Lil Nas X, not DMX. Oh, shit.
Oh, no, that is actually mad.
Oh, shit.
I forgot about that, though. R.I.P. to DMX, man.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Proper legend.
You know what the thing is? I think I just missed him, like, my generation. I just missed him.
Yeah, I was
like,
going to say the same
DMX,
thing. I'm not...
But,
yeah, you knew the big ones, the anthems in it, but I don't remember when DMX was popping and he was like the biggest celebrity. I don't really remember it like that. I just missed it.
Tell the truth, fam. I don't remember the big. Is he the one that can't be touched, can't be moved? I don't think that's him.
Nah, you definitely know a couple DMX tracks. The same way, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'll know them if they played them, but you might not know them just off the top of your head.
Like I know the one
same way that we know.
Like,
go on.
You know, the one where he says bare ghetto names, like Keisha.
Oh, the girls' names. Yeah.
Yeah, Taraj, and all that, Ashanti and whatever. I know that song.
Yeah, I feel like because of the reaction online as well, you don't even realize how like big people are and like how influential they are. Like someone like DMX, obviously he's big and he's made tunes, but you don't realize like the videos outside the hospital and that of people singing and all that. Like it's crazy. You don't even realize how big of an impact these people have.
I feel like that's how big he is. The mere fact we don't even know his catalog like that, but we still know who he is. That just shows you when someone's bigger than the actual field that they operated in. That's how big he was. You know what I mean? Like he's bigger than music.
Yeah, like, everyone knows
he was
DMX.
Bigger than music. Yeah, everyone knows.
Yeah, fully.
Like, even if they don't know the name, they see the face and they know. Oh yeah, they know.
Oh, they'll hear the voice and they'll know him straight away. Just the barking and that's mad. I never heard someone bark and it sounds so much like a dog, like a real dog. Like that's mad. But I'm sure everyone who's listening can see and watching in the title we're calling this one the Bodycount episode. So we're going to touch on a few things such as what's too much, like all that sort of stuff. So what where do you want to start on the whole body count topic?
I'm saying, yeah, I want to know personally your views in it because I got my views on it. I want to hear your views first, and I can say my views in it. So I want to know, firstly of all, do you even care about the body count as regards to like a shorty? Do you care about a girl's body count?
Personally, nah. Like unless it's mad, like everyone's hit it. I'm not really asked personally. I feel like I don't know what you when it comes to any girl, what you were doing before I started chatting to you. Unless, like I said, it's a madness. I ain't really feeling like any way about it. Do you get me? Like
So
especially
there's not a
body count.
number.
Like there's not a number, but obviously, if you say something to me and it's crazy, then I'm gonna be like, nah, yeah, you need to allow it. But if
But that's what I'm
let's say,
saying. So
okay,
there's a
let's
number
say,
then.
yeah, there's a number, but there's not a specific like. I think it comes down to as well how much I like the girl because I'm thinking the number might go up a bit if I really like the girl. Do you get me? Or it might go down a bit if I don't like her that much. I feel like other stuff come into it. But if I
Oh, there's a
like the
limit.
girl, then I don't really. I don't think.
Oh, you'll
I
let
don't
her off
think
a
it really
couple
matters to
buddies.
me too tough.
You're saying you'll
Yeah,
let her off a couple buddies.
yeah. But as like I said, if it's a case where everyone's hit it, and if man goes town on a Saturday, I'm definitely running into someone that you smashed. Yeah, that's all long. That can't. That's too much. But I think being in uni as well changed it as well because you see some shit and you hear things and the gal set with her and then she set with my man like and it's kind of and when I hear it I'm like right she's just doing a thing innit. Would I wifey it? That's a different case though. But to answer your question, nah, I'm not really that bothered. What are you saying?
You see, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered as well. But you know what's more important to me? It's not about the number. It's who's in it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
your body,
trust.
a shorty's body count. It could be 20. Yeah, and I'm not bothered. But let another girl. It could be 5. But I know 3 of those 5 guys. Oh no,
Yeah.
hell no. Oh hell no. You know
That's
what I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying. It
No way.
depends who it is. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, if
The
you've hit
number
any
don't
of my
phase me.
brethrens, we're defo never gonna be nothing. Definitely. If you smash someone that I can just roll, I can bell them and be like, yo, you at yard, I'm gonna come through in like, gonna come through in 20 minutes. If you hit anyone that I can hit up like that, then it's a no-go. Definitely not. The man them are off limits. Fully. Like,
But
that's
what if it's
done.
someone that's not? It's not the man then, but it's someone you see often. Like you see him out often. So like you're in the same town, or you go in the same
Yeah,
uni.
it's sticky. You can't. I don't know, but I'm leaning towards nah. You can't be wifey. If that's the case, I might be able to like we might be able to link up and be chatting and we might beat a few times, but I don't think you could ever be wifey because it's just. And I know it can sound immature or whatever, but in my head, I'm thinking he's touched your body, he's seen you naked, he's made you moan, you've probably sucked his dick. Do you get me? Like
Oh,
all
don't
them
say that.
sort of things.
Oh,
All them sort of things.
no.
It might sound immature, but I'm just being honest. It can't run. Not with someone that I know. Do you get me? Like, fuck that. Because I think as well, it's like it come back when I asked you a couple of weeks ago about the. I think now you asked me about your brethren comes up to you and asking, can you be with your ex? I don't get why you would even want to do that because that person's had a bond with that person and they've probably shared mad shit and then you're gonna go and like piggyback on the back of that. Like, nah, that's a madness. No way, that can't run. I'm back in, but like you said, with if even if she's hit 5, if she's only smashed 5 guys, but you know 3 of them,
Mm.
it can't. It just that can't work. And any man that can work for, I'll give you a round of applause because you're a better man than me. Because I can't do that, fam. No way.
Do you think? I don't know. We probably would need a female perspective. But do girls even care about a guy's body count? I feel like girls don't even care. I feel like girls, it's backwards. Like I feel like a girl would rather mess with a guy with a higher body count just purely because if a guy's got a low body count, it gives the impression that women don't want him. Want him, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like shorties they turn a blind eye to the male body count because that just makes him a more desirable man. It
Mm.
potentially.
Yeah, I
Potentially.
think no, I hear that because yeah, because I think we said it a couple of weeks ago. No girl don't want to be with a man that no other girl wants. Do you get me?
Yeah,
Like, even though
yeah.
it's yours, you want other people to look at it like, oh, like, yeah, I want that. So if he's got a low body count, it kind of does indicate that no one don't want him like that.
Imagine like she's like some guy showing as the body count. He's a grown man, like even like 26, and he says it's like 3. She'd be thinking something's wrong with him. But then again, yo, you know what I'm saying?
I said 3.
She's thinking she's not even gonna give him nothing. Like the sex is gonna be dead, fam. She knows straight away. She's like,
that's what I was gonna. That was
no
gonna be my next point, because it leads into that. Like, sex isn't a thing where a man can get experience. Man, I've got to be playing on the pitch, innit? That's the only way you're learning. You got to get the minutes. So if you're not getting minutes,
some man are training though. You're saying if you're training, that ain't the same.
Nah, but how are you training? What's the training for that?
Like, he's doing it by himself, training on his ones. And
that don't count, bro.
Can't get
You
match
need
ready.
the minutes.
Get match ready, fam.
Nah, you can't get match fitness without playing in the match, bro. You can't. You've got to be playing in the match. So when it comes down to it, I'm back in. Should think about that as well, because if you're not beating, you're not getting experience, you're not learning stuff. Because I'm not gonna lie, if we're being honest, the first time any of us did anything, we didn't know what we were doing, fam.
Well, I've not done nothing.
We didn't know.
I'm a virgin.
We didn't.
I tell the truth, fam. I'm not done nothing.
Okay, you can say that, innit? But I'm gonna be real with the people, innit? If we're being real, we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know what to touch and how to touch that part and where to. Do you get me? Not gonna go into too much detail. So if you've not been doing it when it comes to the girl, and she's looking at you, she's wanting a certain service, innit? You can't do it because you don't know. So I think that comes into the whole body count thing as well when it comes to men and girls, because the girls want a guy who's experienced and knows what to do and knows how to get them to where they need to be. You get me? And that's only gonna come with the body count. So
this is what I'm saying, fam. What if Shorty's body count is so low, she's not experienced and she don't know what to do? Are you okay with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah and no, because I wouldn't mind teaching you, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to. I'd prefer not to. I'd prefer that you kind of come knowing what I go on in it, but it's not a deal breaker. It's definitely not a deal breaker for me. I don't feel like it should be a deal breaker for a guy that the girl's body count's too low for her to know what to do. I feel like most guys would probably love it. Would teach her what you like, innit? Because I definitely think. Go on.
I just think, I feel like caring about the body count, man. I feel like it's a childish thing, man. Because when you get to a certain age, you understand that people's gonna have bodies. You get me?
That's what I'm saying.
That tune, man, that Megan tune. I don't even know it properly. I just know it goes body yadi 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 body yadi 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 yadi. You're gonna have bodies, man. There's skeletons there. You know, when you reach them ages, they're 21s and I'm over. I'm expecting double figures. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm expecting double figures.
Like I said, uni taught me a lot in it. And bro, let's say a normal week in uni, there's nights out on a Monday, like definitely Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. They're the 4 main days where there's definitely going to be stuff on. There'll be stuff on Tuesdays and Sundays, even Thursdays, but they might not be as popping. Do you get me? So think about it. If you're going out 3-4 times a week, man are gonna catch bodies. It's just how it works, innit? Like, fully. Same way if the man are catching bodies, the gal are gonna be catching bodies. The man can't expect to be out here doing what they want to do, but then think that no gal's gonna have done that, because then who was you smashing, bro? You hear me? Like, it just works like that. I'm not saying that man should have to settle for a gal that's done a madness, because I do think you can catch bodies and not do a madness. Like, it's not one or the other. I wouldn't say I've done a madness. Do you get me? But I'm not flipping virgin. Do you get me? So yeah, but like you said, I think caring about it is a bit too much. I don't feel like, for the only time you should care about it is if it's someone that you know, someone that you know personally. Then it's like, yeah, to me that's a no-go. But to other people, it's not. Do you get me? Set man, gal have been passed through the whole team. Do you get me? Then the last one wifed it. Do you get me? That happens all the time. I don't get how, but
this is what I feel like. I feel like as men, we put a negative stigma on the body count being that means that she's been ran through and all that, fam. She just lived a bit. I just feel like she just lived a little. She's old because I feel like most people's body counts probably be regarded as at least double figures, but some people will still
Yeah.
try and push the single figures because they think it sounds better. But to me, it just sounds like a lie. You know what I mean? If you're an
Facts.
attractive girl, yeah, if you're attractive, yeah, and you're over the age or you're around my age, 23, and you tell me your body count is 5, I'm not believing it. You get me? I don't care. You can tell me 10,000 times, yeah. I'm not gonna believe it. 'Cause I'm like, yo,
Yeah. What
you're
were
good
you
looking,
doing?
yeah. Yeah, what you been doing? Like, yeah, was you engaged? Was you in a long-term relationship? That's
There
the
has
only
to be a
excuse,
reason.
mate.
They can't just be, oh, I just wasn't. There needs to be,
Yeah, oh,
I
I'm
was
just
in a
picky.
relationship for time or certain. Not I'm picky or I just don't like. Nah, yeah. Because especially as well, here's the next thing: if you're smashing and you're doing it right, you're gonna want to do it again and again and again. Do you get me? The only way is if you've done it and you got some mad bad experience and demand them some madness to you, then maybe. But once like you said, if it's single figures, the girl's good looking, she's living in a place that's where like there's nights out regularly. She's not in the flipping cottages and all that sort of things. Then there ain't no reason really.
Plus,
I hear that.
I'm sure the scientists say that the women get a higher sex drive the older they get, and as goes down, we lose our
I wouldn't be
testosterone.
surprised, bro. I
I'm
wouldn't be
sure that's what
surprised. I
the
think just
scientists are
in
saying,
general,
fam.
even I think just in general, I think girls might be higher than man. I think man are just more out there with it when they want it in it. It's like, oh, man wants to beat and he's gonna pursue it. Whereas the girl, I think girls want to just as much, but they ain't got to pursue it, so it doesn't seem like it's just as much. I'm back in that when it comes down to like when it comes down to the whole body count thing, I do feel like it's over. It's over. What's the word now? It's not as important as it's made out to be. I can't think of the words, but it's not as important as it's made out to be. But it can still be like a deciding factor of whether is this a one time beat, is this potential wifey? Do you get me? Because if like I said, I think set man will be willing to beat a girl that the man's beat, but they're probably not going to wifey it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get me? They might
So,
just do a jump on a one time thing, but they're not wifeying it.
so say if you was giving single me advice, yeah. Say I was talking to some shorty, thinking about going into a relationship with her. Would you advise me to ask that question, or do you think that doesn't even need to be asked about the body count?
No, I would only tell you to ask is if you was getting like red flags. Do you get me? You know, like, let's say you were going every time you went out, hella man were coming up to the gal saying, "Oh, you all right?"
Oh,
Da, da, da. Do you
like
get
that
me?
Drake,
If you were getting,
like that young blue and Drake, like that young
yeah,
blue,
yeah,
them hugs, them hugs. Oh,
yeah. If you're getting stuff like that, then you might have to ask some questions. But if everything seems rosy and because, like I said, I don't care in it. I don't think I've ever asked a girl her body count like that. The only time I'm gonna ask is if I've got red flags or if I've heard someone or someone's told me something. Do you get me? Other than that, I wouldn't. I don't care in it. I don't. More. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to know. I don't want to know how many men I smashed before me. Why would you? In my head, it doesn't make sense. Why I would want to know that. The only reason I would want to know that is if I feel like I'm getting into something that I'm not gonna like. Do you get me? Like in a month's time, I've your potential wifey, and then I found out that 10 man smashed that go to my uni, and that I'll see. Then there's a problem. But if I was giving advice, I wouldn't tell them to ask because it shouldn't matter. If it matters to you, then obviously ask, but it shouldn't matter. Are you telling them to ask?
um, no, because I just think it's just a number. What relevance does it bring? I'd more be asking specifics. Have you smashed anyone I know? That's the kind of
Yeah.
questions I'll be asking. I wouldn't care about no number. I'll be like, who do I know? Or we're going through these mutual friends we got on Instagram, yeah, and we're going through each one of them. I need to
Mm.
know. Have you hit any of these guys?
What if, yeah? So if she says she's smashed the guy that you don't know him, but you know his name in it. If you see
Yeah.
him walking
Oh, I
down the
just know
street,
of
you
him.
say safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're not
Yeah.
brethren at all. But you know that he's done a madness and he runs through gal regular. Do you get me? Like, no manners.
Yeah.
Is that influencing you?
It depends. You know, with me, yeah, how my mind works. Yeah, it depends on the dynamics of how they stop messing with each other. Like, if it's a case of he's still like, say, like they did a thing, yeah, they're not doing anything no more, but he's still hitting her up, like, but she's not really on it. And then now I'm with her. I'm calm with that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
to me, it's like
Yeah, yeah.
you would have a back if you could have her, you'd have her, bro. But if it's just one of them where he's done his thing with her now and like just thrown her away, like he don't even want her back. I'm like, why do I want her if you don't want her? You know what I mean? even even though that might sound a bit
Yeah.
mad, you know, but that's how my brain works. That's how like
No, I hear that.
like,
I hear that. He's being
you
real,
know what
bro.
I'm
He's
saying?
being honest.
But if it's like some desirable shorty, like I mean, but then it's different.
I hear that. Like you said, the standards do. Because it's like if a girl says to me, she slept with a set guy, and I'm thinking, oh, he's a waste man. I'm low key thinking a bit less of that girl now because I'm like, if you're sleeping with him, that's the color of a man that you're willing to give it out to. Do I even want it? Do you get me? No, like she said, I slept with this guy, and you know he's a waste man. Man can't dress, man can't dance,
Yeah.
man smells a little bit. Do you get me? So then you're thinking, wow, if you're freeing it up to him, nah, I'm not. I don't even want to be in the same category as my
Yeah,
man.
I'm
Do you get
that
me?
type of guy,
That's
fam.
definitely
Yeah,
happened to me.
I'm like that.
That
Yeah,
is
or
peak.
like it'll have me looking at shorty different. Like I'll be like, oh, so like, because as it goes back to, I think we've had this before, innit? I want you to make me feel like I'm a special kind of guy. You get me? So I can't feel like any other guy can get it. Then my dynamics towards you is gonna change. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna look at you in that way again. I'm gonna be like, she's everybody's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the one thing. Belong to the streets, bro.
Yeah,
Man, don't
the
pick things up off the
streets,
streets, fam. It's
fam.
peak. It's peak. I got a little voice note there, so we'll play the voice note. Everyone listening, send in your reactions because when it comes to a topic like this, everyone's definitely got something to say on body counts and where to. So, everyone listening who's missed what's happened, so the question: does body count even matter? That's the first thing straight off the bat. Does it even matter to you? Secondly, sorry, does the quality of that body count matter? So she slept with couple man that you know, or she slept with man that are just dead and a waste man. And for the girls, same way. Do you even care about a man's body count? Does a man's body count make you feel? Do you get me? What does a man's body count say about him to a girl? Because to a man, if a man says to me that is that's the next question. If a man says to you, think about it. We'll play the voice note, but I'll let you think about it. If a man says to you he slept with, let's say, certain mad 150 girls, what does that say to you? Because I know for different people it says a lot of different stuff in it. So after this voice note, we'll answer that question because I know what my opinion on it is.
As a woman, I see it as like if a guy's not been with that many people, he's always going to want to know what it tastes like to just go out and pick up girls and just to go out and do what he wants and do a badness. So if he's never done it before, I think he's going to be looking outside of the relationship to do it, if that makes sense.
That's true still. Do you think that? Do you know them man that settled down early, like mid high school, found a little shorty at 14 and they live with her all now at 22? Do you think that there's that bit in them that's
Midlife
just
crisis. Yeah,
itching,
midlife
just
crisis
itching to
pending,
get
fam.
out?
Midlife crisis
Back in
pending. That's
his,
what I call that, fam. That you ain't
yeah,
live.
because
You gotta live like you. But you've got some guys that are just relationship guys. See, I'm the opposite. I'm not a really a relationship guy. So I feel like if you catch me in a relationship, that's I'm tired of the single life, fam. You know what I
yeah,
mean? That
or
means
it's
it's all out
she's
my
the right
system.
one.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
had to
Or
sit
she's
down and have that
something different. Yeah.
conversation with yourself
Oh,
about,
yeah,
okay,
yeah. Like
I'm
we might
hanging
let
up
this
the
one
boots
go.
or not. Do you get me?
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I hear that. I hear
But
that
you got
because
some
I
guys
think
who.
most men do. I think most
What
men
you
have
say?
that point where it's like, am I gonna, okay, am I still playing the game, or is it time to finish? Do you get me? Is the final whistle done? Because that's what it comes down to. Because at the end of the day, if you make the wrong decision, it's peak. You're locked, wifed up with this girl that you don't want to be with, and that's how man start cheating. And well, that's not how man start cheating, but that's one of the reasons why man start cheating and all them things there happen.
No, you're
But
right
that's another
still.
topic for a next day. Still,
People
But going back to the whole the man's body count, I don't know about you, but if a man says to me, I've slept with like 150 gal, I'm thinking, you're not beating out of like enjoyment in it. I just feel like you're beating in terms of this is a challenge. How many things can I beat? Do you get me? Because I don't see what's enjoyable about. No, I see what's enjoyable about it, but the amount of time and effort and work that goes into doing them sort of numbers, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think you're beating out of enjoyment. It's more of just a challenge.
If a man said that to me, I say you may as well start OnlyFans and making some bands, man. And
Trust me.
If you're getting like that, if you've got that kind of energy, like 150, depends on the age, though, I guess. But like, I just like he's going through. He may as well just make a career out of it, man.
Innit? Trust me, running through, girl. Can give advice to man that ain't getting none. Do you get me?
Yeah, I feel like, man, at my age, yeah, not even at my age, but I'm just at the stage. I feel like it should be quality over quantity anyway.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, definitely.
Give me a top notch shorty for 3 months of the year, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Rather than 10 shorties, but like they're not
bare headache and she's not even that nice. Yeah,
no conversation, nothing. You know what I mean? No substance.
Popping up when the Snapchat pops up on your screen, you're like, oh fucking hell. I'll reply to that one later. Yeah, all of that's long, fam. Can't be asked with all of that.
No, I think you guys hit it. Like, the actual figure, I don't think actually matters. But more, what I want to know is how you rate up that figures. So if you like slept with like 12 people in a month, like, we need to talk about that. You slept with like 20 people over like 4, 5, 6, 7 years, then who am I to judge it? It's more the mentality of how the figures were made, in it.
I hear that, because if them holiday ones, she went on holiday for 2 weeks, slept with 20 man, oof. Then it's like, what's going on here? Like I said, we need to talk about that. Because then it's getting into the whole thing of, is your body count low because you don't want to, or is it low just because you didn't have the chance to? Do you get me? And then they're the type of things you need to kind of work that out before you make the decision on whether you think you're gonna wife. Because like the body count, it can. I think that's why it doesn't matter. It could be high because you've been doing your thing for long, or it could be high because man just had a mad month in it. Man went on 2-3 holidays and done a madness. So,
but fam, let me give an analogy though. It's like, okay, say you got, like, say like we got some football boots here. We got 2 pairs of football boots, fam. We got the. You remember when you got the F50s and you had the F50s, the F30s, and the F10s in it?
Yeah.
So, on one hand, yeah, you may have the F50s, yeah, 200 pounds, yeah. They've been worn 100 times, but because the F50s, the quality of them, they're still going to be better than a pair of £30 Umbros that have never been worn once. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. So it's, you gotta find.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I will allow them, even though they've been worn a couple times. I'm still going with the quality over the brand new, just because it's brand new. You know what I mean? So if you apply the same logic to a girl.
Yeah, I hear that, because like you said before,
she might have a high body count.
But why? She could have a high body count because she's fire. She's bad. She's a dope chick. Everyone she meets, she makes them laugh. Do you get me? It could be that sort of thing. Yeah. So it just depends. It depends on like I said, it depends on how it came about. But like I said, I do feel like the whole body count thing, because there are definitely girls that stress about it. Like you said, there's definitely girls that lie about it. And there's probably men that lie about it, maybe boost it up a bit. But I do feel like it is emphasised a bit too much. Do you get me? Like,
but that's what I feel.
Because I think when it comes down to it, if you like the girl and you're gonna wife her either way, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. So even asking about it, it's just giving yourself something to like be upset about, innit?
Yeah, because keeping it real, I feel like if it's a top notch shorty, yeah, she could say to a guy, my body count's 60. I bet you half of these guys who say they care about the body count, they're still running with it, man. If she's fire, it's only if you're
especially if no one else knows as well. That's what it is. It's it's the other people looking in. That's another thing that probably impacts relationships way too much. is other people looking in. Because a lot of man wouldn't wife it because other man would say, "Oh, right, she's with bear man, you know," and then that's impacting their relationship because of someone else that isn't even in the relationship.
But I feel like man would say that, and then they're still sleep with her. Man would just say that to throw you off the
Exactly,
trail.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't.
That's why I was saying it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Because I think, like, it goes into what we were saying last week about like relationships on social media and like people are too worried about how their relationship looks instead of how it actually is. So you're worried about your girl's body count because of someone else, and then that's fucking up the relationship. When really and truly, you could have known that information, said, "All right, sweet," because you don't care anyway, but because everyone else cares, you act like you care. Now you're dumping the gal and you got bare problems. So stripping
That's what I mean. I feel like, it's like they're trying to put the perception a high body count means a mad bucket, but not necessarily, innit? Not necessarily.
No, that's not how it works, bro.
I don't know the proper science of it, but I don't think so. I'm sure you can still have a great I don't know what you'd call it, but I'm sure you can have a great one and have a high number body count.
Bro, from a baby's head and whole body could come out of there and it's still working fine. I'm sure man's things ain't doing. I'm sure man's things ain't doing nothing.
The man got the mandingo.
I'm sure they ain't doing nothing.
Oh, fam. Oh, yeah, I had another one. I had another one for you. Yeah. I don't know if it's just me, but I want to ask you this then. Say, hypothetically speaking, yeah, you had to choose. Your girl cheats on you. You have to take her back, but there's two options. She either cheated on you just having sex with a guy, or she cheated on you giving a guy head. Which one would you rather?
Oh, so she either slept with him or she just sucked his dick.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot that goes into it. I need the whole story. Do you get me? Like, I don't need the whole story. If you're giving me this scenario, I need, like, did a man come to your yard, pick you up, and then you sucked his dick in the car behind the shops? Do you get me? In the car park?
Nah, it's both in the same hotel. They're both at the Radisson. Both scenarios.
Hotel thing. Oh.
Yeah, hotel thing. Both of them's hotel thing.
No, that's taking the piss. I can't even take you back for that, but I guess the scenario, I've got to take you back. If a girl booked a hotel with the next man, then there's no taking you back. But if I got to take her back, do you know what it is? And this is gonna sound mad. I would rather you sucked his dick.
You're joking?
Because when I'm beating and I'm in there, that's gonna I'll think of that. Do you get me? Like, nah, my man was in there, you know. This is meant to be my things. This is my gal. And my man's things was where my things are meant to be. Nah, can't. That's what will run through my head more. So I was like, I'd rather she just sucked his dick.
I'm the opposite, fam. I'm more thinking like we could just be having a conversation, and I'd be looking at them lips, thinking what them lips did last week. Yeah, you talking to me with them lips? Yeah, you talking?
I hear that, but I just know that when it comes down to that exact moment when I'm in there, I'm gonna think about the fact that next man's things was in there. Do you get me? I know that. Yeah, no, I can't. I don't think I'll be able to, you know.
You surprised me there, fam. You surprised me. I thought we'd be on the same page.
No. But I hear that though, because the whole sucking dick, that's just a violation.
That would crumble everything for me. It's gone. I could never look at it the same, fam. I could. That would be it for me. That's what she'd have to. I'd be one of them guys who'd be like, just please tell me you didn't suck his. You did. Nah.
But I hear that now. I hear that.
There's no way back. There'd be no way back.
Because I'm not gonna lie, before you asked that, I thought I knew what you were gonna say, and then I thought, nah, she can't just suck his dick. But then when I thought about it, and then I thought, okay, in what scenarios would hurt me the most? I know what my mind does in it, and I'd be thinking, nah, this is meant to be my things, fam. And the next man come and put his
even that, fam, they say you gone cinemas with your shorty now, yeah, and you run into my man, and he's gonna tell the man them, yeah, she sucked my dick. It sounds worse, fam. I feel like we need another word for this though, because this can't go on YouTube, fam. This can't go on YouTube, fam. I don't know what you're gonna do with it.
Nah, we're on YouTube. We're gonna have to get some. If it ever gets monetized, the adverts are gonna have to all be 18 plus adverts, betting and all that sort of things.
We're gonna have to hide this episode 5, fam.
Bro, it's called the Bodycount episode with 3 peaches. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we knew it was gonna go left at some point. Yeah. Like I said, quick disclaimer got said at the beginning, in it, my house is covered from. What time are we on? 10 to 10. Okay, 30 minutes or so left. What else have we got to touch on? Anything else on the whole body count thing?
No, you've shot me with your answer now, fam. I need to get my head straight.
I don't want to chat to me now.
I'm freaking down, fam.
Well, I thought I knew you better than that, because
I thought I knew you better, man. I thought I knew you better. Yo, fam. Nah, man. Not the brain. Not the toppy. Because you know, in my head as well, I've been thinking she probably was spitting on it and shit. Oh, man. It's hurting me now. I even got a girl and it's hurting me, fam. Oh, man. There's no way.
Nah, I hear that. Either way, it's peak, innit? I feel like in a real world, either way, it's dead. It's dead, innit? No, but fam, the way that we are, it's dead.
Say it's not even cheating. Just say you was on a break, innit? Like, you've both mutually agreed, yeah, that you're taking a break. You've done your thing and she's done her thing. If she comes back, I would expect her to have maybe, not even expect, if she says that, okay. But if she said she's piped the guy, she sucked the guy's things, we just can't. It's a deal broken. There's no way back for me.
Because then I'm gonna think, like, man had her bent over, drilling it out. When I put it in that position.
In my head, I'm like, maybe man might be putting in better work than him anyway. That's why she's back. You know what I mean? It's like, obviously, it weren't that good if you're coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get me? Man's game's better, but if she's just doing that, I feel like she can't even erase that. Because, like, shorty, she could do that and then come back to you and you know, say, yeah, but it weren't as good as when we do it and all this. And that might, you know, boost up your little ego. And
that would be the worst thing she could possibly say. If she can't say anything to acknowledge it happened. Do you get me?
Yeah.
She can't say, he didn't do it as good as you. Nah. What do you mean? No, because then it's I don't know, it feels like it's just further cemented that it happened, innit? She can't say nothing about it to me. Nothing. No, she can't try to console me. Yeah. Nah.
You thought the grass was green and you're back now, innit? You know where the best pipe's getting laid down, innit? You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it. You get me? I
think as well, it comes back to what you said before about how did it come about. Do you get me? Because she could have, if she might have sucked his dick, but it could have been on, she wanted to beat and he was like, nah, you ain't beating me, you might just suck my dick. Do you get me? Like, then that's peak. That's defo. That's a vial. So it does come down to how it happened as well.
But I just feel like girls shouldn't be doing that unless they love the guy. I know it might seem a bit, I don't know, sexist or whatever, but this is how I feel. Like, if you don't love the guy, why are you doing that?
Yeah, I hear that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I can accept that you might have let him hit and you don't love him, but if you're doing that, I feel like you must.
Yeah, because more time you can beat and you don't have to suck his dick.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Man, we're asking for that anyway. That's just the extra little bonus thing.
Extras, fam, innit? That's meant to be our thing. That's meant to be our thing. You know what I'm saying? Are you doing that? Nah. You've given man the extras, everything. There's nothing left. Like, nah, forget that.
Seconds and that. Yeah, no. Yeah. I do hear that though. I do hear that.
And then even worse, what I'm thinking,
you don't have to do that.
And then I could never kiss the girl again. I could never kiss her again. After you've known you've done that, you can't tell me you've done that and expect me to kiss you ever. No, there's no way, fam. There's no way. You can brush your teeth 10,000 times, fam. There's no way.
Oh,
man,
no, I hear that.
If a girl ever told me that it's over, she has to know it's fully over. Forget that. My pressure. I don't even know why my pressure's going up, fam. I asked you the question. It's affecting me, fam. I'm in a bad way, fam.
I hear that. And like I said, either way, it is peak. But I just think, like I said, I wouldn't be able to do a kiss her or any of that. I'll probably look at her lips and think, oh yeah, you suck my dick. But I just know my head's going to be thinking, my head's just gonna be thinking every time we beat, did my man do this to you? Were you making up noise? Did your leg shake like that? I just know how my head works in it. But I do hear that the whole giving out extras and that, because you don't have to do that. I think most man, when they're beating a girl, it's either she just does it or it doesn't happen in it. Most men aren't gonna ask for it. A lot of men might, but most men are just, I'm gonna take pussy and I'll take what I can get. Like, it's what it is. So yeah.
Because okay, I just seen it as like, if I was messing with the next man, like say if I was messing with this guy I don't like, and his ex came to me and she give me top, it's gonna give me extra. I'm gonna feel a bit extra something just to say, yeah, and your girl. Like, well, next time I see him, like, yeah, and your girl gave me top, bro. But I wouldn't even be thinking
that.
I
hear that, but that's like, I feel like you would say that if she didn't give you the option of beating as well. Like, if she give you the option of the two, I'm backing. You'll take.
Like if I wanted to hurt him,
if I
wanted to hurt him and I had the two options, I would just get the top to hurt him. I feel like it would hurt him more, just that getting back to him, innit? More than
I'm thinking you can say to man, you can say to man, yeah, your bitch sucked my dick or whatever. But you can say I fucked your bitch, bent her over, drillatated it, bro. Do you get me? I feel like that is mad. I don't know, but there's something in my head that just feels like that is mad. A man saying to me, yeah, I fucked you, girl, bro, bent her over, drilled it out. I feel like that will touch me a bit more. Do you know, like emotionally? Do you know that the whole she sucked my dick, that would hurt me on an ego thing? Do you get me? But like emotionally touch me deep inside is if a man said I fucked you, girl, bro, bent her over, drilled it out. That would touch me inside properly. Like, that would hurt me. So that's where my logic is with it. On an ego thing, the sucking dick hurts me more. But on like in my chest, nah.
Nah, but you know, now you say that, I remember way back, one of my old friends, you get me? Obviously, we don't name names on this thing.
Yeah.
But one of my old friends, his gal, he said he knew that she must have told him, obviously, that she's obviously been with someone else, innit? And then he did say, even when he was hitting it again, he kept thinking, man, this ain't the same no more, man. This ain't the same. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
it's not the same, bro.
Like, it's not the same. It's not. My man must have stretched it out or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially like you said, if it's just a girl that she might not be a girl, but it might be a link. You beat her a few times, but she might be able to go sleep with someone else. You don't know in it, like, you don't know for a fact. But if it's your girl, you know from this date ain't no one else been there. So if that gets breached in your chest, you're gonna be like, nah, I just don't feel the same. Whether it probably does feel exactly the same, but I just know you're just gonna be like, nah, it don't feel the same. It's like when I was watching the. Have you heard of the 85 South show?
No.
It's do you know them? It's them guys are wilding out in it. You know, like Chico Bean and DC Young Fly and them.
Yeah,
they've got their own like show, like podcast in it. And they were saying, you know, like when a girl's vexed at you, or you've had a mad argument and she's like silent treatment, and then you beat, and you're like, nah, the beat didn't feel the same. It didn't feel right because she was just vexed the whole time in it. And back in it's gonna be, even though it does feel exactly the same in your head, it won't feel the same. And back in it'll be the same with that. Like, you'll be like, nah, my man tweaked it to the left or something. Do you get me? Like, that will fuck you up, bro. It will fuck up your head, bro.
Man, be like, the walls move, man. The walls move.
Like, nah, it's not the same. I hear that fully, bro. That would touch me in my chest. Couldn't do that. No way. I got a voice note there. Now we'll play that.
KB, I can't back you that. Are you mad? Nah, like, either way, she's getting locked off. But if she sucked his dick, cause that's no enjoyment for her, you know. That's just so he can get pleasure in it. She sucked his dick just so he can enjoy it. Am I a dickhead? Nah.
No, yeah, I hear it, bro.
she's just getting pleasure of the fact that he's getting pleasure. That even makes it worse. My man broke it down like that. Nah, it's true. Oh man, that's true. And she ain't even getting nothing from it.
And the selfless thing, like,
she's just satisfying my man. She's just satisfying him. His man's laying down there, probably feeling like a king and shit. Oh nah, forget that.
Nah, yeah, I do hear that. Yeah, I do hear that because, like I said, that's when I said before, like a lot of guys, it's when you're beating, that's just the extra in it because the girl's not getting anything out of it, so you're not even guaranteed to get that. So if she does that, then yeah, I do hear that. That could be peak. Either way, though, you're vexed, you're screwing. That can't run. No way. Not happening. Okay, I'm gonna draw for the list. Give me 2 minutes, peeps. Because I'm pretty sure last week we got sent in a question, and it was like along this topic in it, like kind of similar. What was it now? I can't even find it. I can't even find it. But either way, gal's got to get locked off. The whole relationship's got to go in the bin. She's for the streets, them. Okay, let me draw the list. Might have to switch up the topics though. Do you know what? Here's an idea as well. I don't know if you'll be on it. I want to do an episode because I feel like our uni experiences were probably very different in it. And obviously, we don't name names. I'm not trying to bait ourselves out or nothing. But I want to do an episode of like your most memorable uni moments because I feel like uni as an experience is mad. And for the people that haven't been to uni, I don't feel like you can explain it properly because it just sounds like you're just doing nothing all day. You're just chilling in the yard, innit? Like, and I feel like a lot of it is like that. But some of my most memorable moments to the day I die happened in uni. So obviously, I'd have to chat to other people because all the stories involve other people and have to get permissions and consent and all them sort of things. But I want to do an episode of things like that because I went uni for 4 years, and 3 of them years I lived with 4 other people, and it was crazy. Like just day to day, there was always something happening in it. So I feel like that would be a sick episode to do.
This is a uni special. Well, I want to hear your stories anyway, fam. So let's do it. Even if it's just you divulging all your shit.
Yeah, nah, some funny shit used to happen in uni, but like I said, I'm not glad some of the stories. It's not even my story. Man was just there in it. Do you know, like that? Like man just seen it all happen, and it was a madness. But yeah, okay. I think I'm trying to get a new topic. We've got the list of topics, but I'm not trying to just swerve it completely the opposite direction in it. I want to keep it with something to do with what we were talking about so far. Okay, here's a shout. Okay, say you've got a girl, yeah? So you and your girl, obviously she's told you the body count and it was low-ish, yeah?
Yeah.
Low-ish. It weren't low. She said it and you were like, oh, okay, but it's not a problem. Is your, how can I word it now? Not tolerance. Now scrap that. If her body count is way more than you expected it to be, but it's not ridiculous. Do you get me? It's higher than what you expected, but it's not ridiculous. When it comes to that relationship, are you less likely to put up with stuff? Do you get me? Are you more willing to be like, nah, I don't mind that. But or are you gonna be on a case because body count's high? You're gonna be on her like you got no room to fuck up. Do you remember like last week when we were saying that man punching above the weight should just be grateful?
Yeah.
Do you see the body count as something like that? Like if her body count's high and you're doing her a favor in it. So I'm accepting that. So you've got to be good, otherwise, because you've brought their baggage. Do you get me?
It depends on the shorty. If I feel like it's a girl, yeah, where if I feel like I can replace you or get like for like, or I feel like okay, if we split up, I can just get someone else. Not necessarily, it doesn't have to be looks, but like if the shorty ain't special, like if you feel like you can't find a girl like her again, personally, I'm gonna put up with a lot more. You know what I mean? But if I just feel like I'm halfway in the relationship anyway, like I don't mind not even being with you. You've not got that much of a good room, really. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like if shorty's
No, I
bad,
hear that.
you know there's 100 niggas queuing up in the DMs, like they're just waiting for you to mess up. I don't think you should really be too worried about all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But that's what I mean. That's what it would depend on. But then again, I wouldn't at the stage I'm at now. I'd like to think I wouldn't even wifey a girl unless I was feeling her 100% anyway. So I wouldn't really be onto a girl for that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't really care.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I think I'm the same. I don't really care. But if man's got options, then I'm sorry, but
Like,
you need to be proper. Might
step
sound
correct,
bad, but if man's got options, then yeah, you got to step correct. You can't be slipping up because there's someone waiting to take your place real quick. But
because I know I've
yeah,
seen man do that. Like like a man will be punching. Yeah, he's really punching. But because he's so comfortable in the relationship, he's forgot he's punching. Like the moment he licks
yeah.
that girl, remember like how bad she is, like how fire she is. You know what I mean? She's gone. You know what I mean? Some guys like they take the pedo, like they be violating the shorty and that, not knowing that they're punching until she's had enough, and then you realize you're punching, and then your next girl is not as good. Like I heard academics say, I think I was listening to one of his videos, and he even said that guys look to upgrade in like looks and freakiness when it comes to women, and women only look to upgrade in lifestyle. Like a girl will have a guy who she's more attracted to, leave him and go with a guy who she's less attracted to, but he provides a better lifestyle. Whereas a guy, if he's with a girl and they break up, he's trying to get a better looking girl and a more freaky girl.
Yeah,
What do you agree with that?
yeah. For the most part, yeah. I feel like when it comes to guys, let's say you've got a girl and then you're wondering, can I get better? It comes down to that. It's more time. It's coming down to, is she like, to get me, is she satisfying me in that sort of way? I feel like it comes down to it because I feel like for most men, that is a major deal breaker. Major deal breaker. If it's not, if things aren't running properly in the bedroom, I feel like for most men, it's not going to be long before you start to question shit.
But so, what's more important to you then, physical attraction or the bedroom life? Like, would you rather say you was a girl like physically, like just stuff looks wise? She's not ugly, but you're not the most attractive. You've been more attracted to other girls, but in the bedroom, the chemistry is just woo. It's on 10.
Yeah, then.
Or would you pick a girl who physically you look at her and she's like that's your girl, that's your dream shorty, but in the bedroom it's mediocre. Like it's not bad, but it's just. Which one would you rather?
I'm going with the all right thing.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, that's a major. If every time you mash, it's 10 out of 10. Like, I don't know, but that's changing up your whole life, bro. Mornings are different. Do you get me?
But then, fam, don't you think though? Say that though, that's good. That's all good until the nut happens, and then when you're nutted and that sex drive's gone, you're just left with just the looks in it. You know what I mean?
Like you said, she's not dead, so she's.
Nah, I know what you're saying, but like to me, I feel like personally, this is me personally. Like the nut can go, but if she's just a pretty ass girl, I can just chill with you anyway, as long as we got good conversation and that. But when the nut's gone, but she's still hella pretty.
Yeah, I hear.
Am I making sense to you? Am I making sense?
Nah, fully. Because I think my girl asked me this the other day. She said, "Is it true?" Because I think she was watching some TikTok or something, and then the guy said, "After a man busts his nut, like, he ain't attracted to you no more." And she asked me, "Is that true?" And I feel like for set man, it definitely is, but it has a lot more to do with what the girl looks like than anything else. Because
that's my gauge. If I nut, and I still want to be around you, I like you. You know what I mean? Like not even just after the looks, but if I nut and I still want to be around you, like if I still want to have you around, that means I actually like you as a person. If I nut and I everything else you say after that, everything you say to me is so annoying. You know what it is like. So to me,
no, I do hear that because I'm not gonna lie. There's been girls I've slept with, and then after it's done, they might have like walked to the bathroom or something. A man's like, what the fuck, man?
Oh shit!
You get me? And that's it.
Yo,
It's dead. From that point, from that goes through your head, it's done. There's nothing
done,
else.
innit?
Unfortunately for the girl, there's nothing else that she can do. So I
Yo,
do
but
hear that.
I feel like we've gone against Guy Cole. We shouldn't even be revealing this shit. I feel like this episode 5 is a dangerous one, fam. I don't know about this episode, fam. I feel like we shouldn't be revealing this stuff, you know. This is some secret shit. Yo,
It's facts,
if
though.
any girls
It's
listen to this on YouTube, this is a gem still. This is some gems we're dropping
this
here.
is a
Still.
gem.
Into
You
the
need to
male
look for
psyche.
certain things. You need to look for certain things when you're chatting to your man. And
If
when
man's
you're
not,
doing
and then
certain
all
things.
of a sudden it's like, oh, the bedrooms are hammering me or something. You know, he's not really feeling you still. If he's not trying to have you
This
around,
is
he's not feeling you still.
shit like that. Yeah, is why when you know, like when a man says, "Oh, I don't even like the girl," but she's just onto man, but she's not getting it. It's stuff like that because we, in our head, we see that happened in it, and we thought that in our head. But the girl's oblivious. She don't know in it. So it's stuff like that. You see, if you spot them sort of things, you'll know in it. Then you won't get caught up in the bullshit anymore. Because it is peak. But yeah, I'm taking the 10-10-6. I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking the 10-10-6. Because as I said, that's changing everything. Man, have a 10-10-6 in the morning. Your whole morning's sweet now, bro. Do you get me? Man's bopping to work, whistling with the birds and that. Do you get me? Man's finished work, going home, and you know you're going home to a 10-10 beat. That last hour at work is nice, bro. That can change up everything. It's not just the beat.
But fam, I feel like I don't know, man, because then I feel like then if the 10-10 beat and then the nut's gone, and I'm just not feeling you, fam. At the stage I'm at right now, I'd rather just the girl that I can feel without the nut, even if sexually it's not there. Like I'd rather just be a girl I can conversate with.
If she's dead and there's no conversation, and I look at you and I'm not even attracted to you like that, then yeah, I'm not taking that, obviously, because. But I'm saying if she's everything else is 6, 7 out of 10, and the sex is 10-10, that's good enough for me, for the most part.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Like there's certain things I can't put up with. Do you get me? If you annoy me, no. If you know, like when someone's cracking up jokes and the jokes ain't hitting. That's one thing in relationships I can't do. If you think you're funny and you're just really not funny to me, it can't run. Like I hate it so much. Hate people busting jokes and it doesn't make me laugh. Then you keep coming with different jokes. I hate that so much, bro. So if that's the case, then you can't run. No chance.
Yeah, that's dead as well. Because I feel like girls are more naturally funny for some reason. Like I can find, to me, I feel like girls can just say shit. I just feel like girls are more naturally funny than guys. Like, no.
Do you think so?
Personally. Like,
that's a question, you know.
You know, with me, because I'm the type of guy though. I will find a joke in something that's not funny. So like, she may not actually crack a joke, but I will find it funny. You know, I'm that kind of guy. Like.
Yeah, I hear that.
A friend once said to me, "You find everything funny." One guy, you know them ones where you just making joke out of everything. Man, I said that to me, like you find everything funny. I find things funny in anything.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like the man them definitely crap me up way more, and it's a different. Get me? Do you know them laughs where it's a proper laugh? To get me? They're the types of laughs I get with the man them more.
I agree with you. Yeah, the man them's gonna give you
like they crack me up.
I'll find it for like if a girl like even if a girl like I don't know, I think I'm a bit toxic though. Like even if a girl like does a guy wrong or something, I find that funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear that.
All heap of messages are built up in there, fam. You know what's going on?
Yeah, I'm gonna get through them now. Still, they're not even playing. What the heck's going on? 2626. I'm gonna have to do some editing on this episode for the YouTube. Couple gaps in here.
This episode 5, fam. I'm telling you, man. So for this number, you'd think it was like episode 666 or something.
I think if we had that week off, so we would be on episode 6. But yeah, episode 5 for now. Low key landmark there though. Back in Bear podcast get made. Don't make it to episode 5.
But fam, why does it feel like we've done more? I feel like we've done more.
It does feel like I feel like we started way more than 5-6 weeks ago. Like the first episode.
Yeah.
Feels like it was time ago.
Yeah, the first episode feels like, ages.
Yeah, without sounding too much of a simp, if you have like 10-10 sex with a female, it's like the connection's there as well, innit? So it's not, even though she's aight, like you connect with her on like spiritually, emotionally, even physically. So I'm gonna take the 10-10 sex, innit? Like, yeah, she's aight and she might have a bunda, but the sex is not even 10-10. So what's the point of being alright and having a bunda? The sex isn't all that.
Yeah, I hear that. If she's got the features, like, what's the point if the beat's not good? Because the features are for the beat. Do you get me? Like when you're looking at Gal and saying, "Oh, she's got back," you're thinking about hitting it. That's what it is, in it. So what's the point? It's just a waste of the material. So I need to go give them to someone else that knows how to use it.
But then, fam, at least then you can just, if the sex is never 10-10, at least you can just have, that lazy sex where you don't have to put no work in, fam.
I hear that.
You know what I mean? You can just accept that, fam.
That can't be all the time, though. They're the man woke up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and it's like, ooh, feeling a little something. Or man went out and come home and it's late and you was already in bed. That's not a.
Well,
let's say we've had a whole date and everything, got back to our hotel. I'm not looking no lazy sex, fam. That's dead, but. We'll get through some of these messages.
What's going on, everybody? It's your man K-Man10 back again. I'm with Rockstar Shashwan, and I'm with 17 Box there. What's going on, mate? What's going on? It's your man K-Man10 back again. New album's coming out soon as well. Pengton, give Chris a ring.
Man, come on the thing to promote his thing, Nah, I don't work like that, big man. Big ups to you, yeah, showing love and coming true, but man can't just be. That's a sponsorship thing, bro. You need to slide in the DMs for them sort of things there, fam.
Good that check, cousin. Good that check.
Innit? Man don't mind helping each other out, innit? I'm guessing he's upcoming. We're upcoming. But man can't just hop on the thing and hop in front of the thing and start advertising your thing, fam. Come on, G. What time is it anyway? Coming towards the end of this episode, though. Is there anything else you wanted to touch on this week?
Not really.
I'm back in. We've got a lot of talks behind the scenes for the listeners, like upcoming stuff, a lot of ideas. So if you was here early in the live, you heard us talking about a football match. Basically, we want to just start expanding the content. We don't want it to just be a podcast. We're looking for Waam for them to be a whole like a whole group sort of thing in it. So we have reactions and real life content. So that football match, that was just a little idea we had. All my man them listening, hit me up, and all of your man them, like you said, hit you up. So big things coming to the channel soon. I think it's that time of the week again. It's time for track of the week. I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna have to go first this week because I don't even know mine. I'm gonna jump on my Spotify on repeat playlist now because I didn't come prepared this week. I can't lie. So what's your track of the week for this week, cuz?
You know what, fam? I've been listening to bad, like, pre-2016 music recently, But have we got stipulations on the track of the week? Are we only playing?
Nah, anytime.
Can
Come from 70s if you want to.
Oh, we can take it, because you know what? I think because I've been taking it back, so I'm gonna stay true to what I've been listening to. So let me pick one of the old. Well, let me go on my playlist. Let me go on that playlist. Okay, so my track of the week for this week is... Okay, you know what? I've got a fairly recent one. Pierre Bourne, For You. Oh, banger. Right, fam,
Pierre
this
Bourne,
one of the
For
bars,
You.
yeah. One man goes, listen to the bar, he goes, call me PlayStation, girl, let me console you. Oh. I ain't gotta say no more, fam. Just listen to the tune, fam. Listen to the tune.
Pierre
fam.
Bourne beats are cold as well. They're hyped. Is it a hype thing, like energy? Or is it more of a laid back one?
No, this one's a kind of, I don't know. It's a bit, you can get hyped off it though. It's laid back, but you get a little hype. You know what I mean? You'll get a little rock to it. It is kind of hype.
Yeah, I hear that.
Not mad hypey though. You know what I mean? Them vibes. Banger though.
Yeah. For my track of the week, you know what? It's the track of the week, but it's got like an honorary separate title as well. Because if we did this, let's say we did this podcast last year and we did track of the year, for 2020, this would have been my track of the year. So it's track of the week, but it's my personal honorary 2020 track of the year, just about 3-4 months too late. So it's another drill thing. And then people might say, oh, there's better drill track of the weeks because I listen to drill. If you got a problem with it, then don't listen to what I'm listening to in it. But Millions, Mad About Bars, as I said, for 2020, come out last year, that's my track of the year. I'm pretty sure there's a video of that my girls got of me drunk in Manchester, walking through the town, just spitting the lyrics to this track. It's mad. I know. Do you know, like when people say, it was playing in the background as well. Do you know, like when people say if you had like £1,000, you have to jump on stage and sing a song? Yeah, that would be one of my options because I definitely know the words and it's cold. Shellers. For the man that like football, there's football bars in there. There's a bar where he says, bro said we can sit back and watch man ride. And I said, nah, let's play a high line and catch man offside. You know, football, it's cold. It's cold. Do you get me? So yeah, Millions, Mad About Bars. Everyone who's listening, if you're not already, follow us on Instagram at WFD Podcast. If you're listening on YouTube, hit like, hit the subscribe button, comment down below any topics you want to hear, any scenarios you think, any reactions to anything we've just said. If you want to hear the track of the weeks as well, head over to our Instagram. There's a little highlight there of all our past picks. And this week's tracks will be on our story tomorrow morning. I might even drop a little video on the Instagram before the end of today, just depending how editing and that goes. But yeah, that's episode 5 in the bag. Thanks for watching, people. Bless up.
Yeah, man. Bless up, man. Enough content coming soon as well. Sooner than you think.
Bare content. Bare. Hella soon. Hella soon. We say soon every week. But trust me.
Yeah,
hella soon.
Sooner than you think. No cap. No capity.
Trust. Bless up, peeps.
I do them, me no know. I do them. Yo, Slim Matty. Roll out the whole Mobile Empire.
I want to blood clot them.